Rhyneyera, your favorite diva, and I'm back. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let the diva know you stopped by. Make sure you subscribe if you like the vibe. If this is your first time here, welcome and welcome back, Diva Squad. So I give it 3 out of 5 stars. It knew what it was, and it delivered just that. I'm doing a trailer reaction. Here on Nita the Divas channel. On Nita the Divas channel. Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I am back with another House of the Dragon review. Oh my god, y'all. Episode was so good. Can't wait to get into it. Make sure you like, comment as you come into the building. Sorry, I was a few minutes late. Hey, William Lawrence. Hey, Shannon. Thanks for sticking around. We're gonna bring in our esteemed panel where we're gonna talk and break this down. I got a couple new segments. I hope you like them. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it, y'all. So y'all let me know. Team green or team black in the comments. So let's just get it started like that. And then also too, I have to put up a poll. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to bring up my panel. So let's go ahead and do that. First in the building, we have Moochie.
Hey.
Hey, Moochie. How you doing,
How you
sweetheart?
doing, Nita? What's
All
up?
right. I saw you earlier doing interview with the
vampire.
Vampire. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all got to check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. I also have a very, very special guest, Tamika from Tamika's Den. How y'all doing? I mean, how you doing?
Hey y'all, Team Black in the building.
Team Black. Y'all run it up in the comments. Run it up in the comments, okay?
I should have known OT was gonna be Team Green.
What's up, OT?
He went Team Green, OT.
What? Oh my goodness. OT, we was just seeing eye to eye. Now look at you. Look at you. Team Black, okay. Hey, Steven. We're going to have some more people come in. You know, we do have a Team Green member, but he's having some connection issues. So as soon as I see Ray, we're going to pull him on into the right. We're going to pull him up.
I want to hear his thoughts on this one, y'all.
Exactly. We got a lot of stuff to break down. It was quite a bit going on, so yeah. If Tiffany can't join us this week because she is traveling, so you know, look out for our good sis. Give her some safe traveling wishes and all that stuff. So yes, we are going to go ahead and jump into it. And first things first, I want to talk to y'all about this. What I want to do is get your overall thoughts of the episode, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to say, get it off your chest. And we're going to still recap it and break it down. But I want to know what stuck out to you and what is the take? What's the take, Moochie?
Oh, wait. Oh, that's the wrong one. I thought this wrong background. My bad, y'all. No, I thought I had a House of Dragons, but my eyes is not really good right now. But anywho,
that is okay.
Yeah. Yo, it was so much that happened in this episode.
So much.
And then we figured everybody said wanted to see more. You saw more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to go like I don't want to dive deep into it, but I'm mad at a couple of people in this episode, but I was happy that Otto got fired.
Okay, you was happy that Otto got fired. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Tamika? Are you happy that Otto got fired?
I mean, yeah, I wanted him to be fired. I thought it was kind of gonna go another way. I mean, not because I want all of them just gone anyway, but I have to say that Otto was dropping some gems in this episode. I don't like him. Still want him gone. Was laughing. I said it's good for us, the blacks, that he got fired. But he definitely was telling it like it was. Okay. I said, okay, Otto.
Yes, he let Aegon have it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we definitely are going to get into that. Child, you know what took me out? What took me out was, baby, when they was rolling that baby down that thing, and it hit a rock. I said, Lord, if this baby fall off this wagon.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I thought that was gonna happen.
That's what I thought. Yes.
I was like,
I just knew he was gonna fall and that head was gonna be rolling, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. I was like, oh my God. This could not be happening.
Yes. I feel bad for Helena. Like I said, y'all, I don't rock with the Greens, but she, to me, I just be like, leave her alone. Let her rest. Leave her alone and listen to her when she speak. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. And another thing that I did not like, hey Ashley, my sweet perspective, y'all. This girl, she be putting down out the content, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow her, give her a like, tell her I told you to stop by, and that's my girl. Okay, traumatizing. Right?
Yes, force her.
They stitched the baby up around the.
Well, they had to.
Oh, It was traumatizing.
Yeah.
Just like Ashley said. What's up, the movie man? Jumping in you Helena. F everybody except for Helena on Team Green, okay? Shout out to the movie man as well. We support other content creators over here. Y'all subscribe to him as well.
All right.
Okay. So yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with this new segment that I started, and it's similar to, like, who's your MVP and stuff like that. So what I want y'all to do is I'm gonna give a Game of Thrones character, and I'm going to give it, give the award to a particular person in House of the Dragon. And I'm going to give you my justification, and you let me know if you agree or you disagree, and who would you put for that person. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into that. It's called the House of the Dragon Awards. Okay, so I had a couple of them, because when I tell you the moves that they was making, it was reminding me of these characters from the other series. So yeah, so you see these people on the screen. Okay, so of course we got Joffrey, King Joffrey, and we have King Aegon. Now, the reason why I say we're getting ready to witness the turn of this particular king, because I don't think anybody can handle what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think anybody can handle that. But this is going to be the catalyst that kind of shifts him into sadistic psychopath territory. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Joffrey to King Aegon, the Joffrey Award. Tamika, do you agree with me? Or do you think somebody else might? And when you do it, you can either put another king from Game of Thrones, or you can put another character from House of the Dragon to kind of line them up.
I mean, I could see it. He definitely about to be going off. He was already going off in this and having damn temper tantrums and stuff. But I mean, we could kind of understand. I think he got more of a reason to do it at this point than Joffrey had for his temper tantrum. So
that is true. That is true. Moochie?
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say with him, Ramsay, the bastard.
Ramsay, okay.
I think he's going to be like that. Like when you said the sadistic part, we just saw a glimpse of it last night with him taking out the mice catchers.
Yeah.
Take out the mice catchers.
Yeah.
We need those for the mice in the corner. Okay.
Right.
Right. Look at that. What's up, Brillo?
Hey, Brillo.
Bye, y'all. Torian, Rain Reloaded. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. All right. So okay, that's cool. Now I saw a parallel with the Clegane Bowl and the Cargill brothers. So it kind of went down. It went down really, really fast. The thing that I'm not really liking about this series is that I feel like they rush certain things, and I just wish that they would just pace it pace it more. Like I want to see these relationships. I want to see. In order for me to care about a civil war, I have to get invested in these characters, and I think they fly through so much source material. And I mean, I wish you remember, because Game Bowl, that was actually like build up. It was built up over seasons and seasons and seasons. But here we are. We got brothers fighting. So I did it because that's kind of like how it went down. But I mean, in honor, the Cargill boys, one of them was very honorful, and he just couldn't live with being a king, a kinslayer. So he took seppuku. He took himself right on out of here. So yeah, y'all. So do y'all think I did a good job with these parallels?
I see the parallels, but I do agree with you. I don't feel like we have that much of a connection with a lot of these characters. We haven't known them for that long. So it's like, I really don't care about y'all taking each other out. But at the same time, it shows how much this war is impacting, like, that they got split. Now they got to be going after each other. It's like, we came in the womb together. You supposed to be my brother. We supposed to be down. Like, we should have just went off and left all these crazy damn people.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay. Brillo, thank you for the super chat. Let's see. I think this is on either Tamika's or Moochie's channel. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, why Rhyneyera all of a sudden forgot how to fight when the twin was trying to murk her? She was acting all weak. I thought she was heavy pressed. Listen, Brillo, that's one of my biggest concerns about the switch that they kind of made with Rhyneyera. I like the fiery one. I like the young one. I like the one that just, this older one, it feels like
she didn't have no weapon next to her. I mean, what was she really supposed to do when them two was fighting?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
To go to bed.
She trying to move out the way.
That is true. But yeah, I wanted her to be more. I need the dragon to awaken in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's real timid. I mean, I do know that once she was placed on the throne and stuff like that, and when you start getting into motherhood, it kind of changes you. It softens you up a little bit. And so we don't get the fiery Rhyneyera, but I want the fiery Rhyneyera back, y'all.
Yeah.
I agree with you with that, but maybe we didn't get the fiery Rhyneyera because she's in mourning.
So very true. But I would think that would awaken the dragon.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I figured, like, you coming in here now, you already took my son. You ain't taking me. I figured you're gonna get that energy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And again, with the heavy press, she was confused. She thought it was her, Eric. She didn't know it was another. She was taken aback. She didn't know what the hell was going on. So I think, to her, to her defense, I guess I'll just, say it like that. I think she was confused. She was shocked. All of the things.
Yeah.
So then I had a little hint of the Queen of Thorns. Baby, when I tell you how Rhaenys got that man together in that small council room, talk about this, you better mind yourself. I was like, okay, she's giving some prickly thornies. So she is definitely 10 toes down with Rhaenyra. She's not playing no games, and she gets the award for Queen of Thorns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that this is a good one because I like the way she was this episode.
Yeah.
Even with the conversation that she had with her husband. So,
yes. Absolutely.
I wonder if we're gonna see her, like what side we're gonna see, because she was ready to jump bad, but she didn't really follow out with it. So being that happened, I'm trying to see what we gonna see next from her.
Right.
Yeah, she about to battle it out. Listen, Rhaenys is down. Okay, she gonna go down for the crown if she have to. Yes, I agree. I love her.
Yes, definitely love Queen Olenna. Reign supreme. All hail to the OG Granny.
Yes,
and rest in peace to the actress as well, because she is no longer with us. We love you.
Yes.
Lady Olenna. Okay.
Okay.
So and we always say Varys is a comparison for Littlefinger, but for some reason I kept on saying Sir Chris, like he does things and get promoted. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, I'm gonna go ahead and get him in here with Littlefinger and see how y'all feel about it. Do y'all think he's pulling some Littlefinger moves, causing the chaos with the twin, trying to deflect from him and roll him underneath the bus? I was just like, he was doing a lot. He was doing a hell of a lot, and so he get the Littlefinger award for me. Krispy Kreme. What y'all think?
He was moving like him though. Now that you say that,
yeah.
This was like a chess move, and then he sent the twin at that part.
Yes.
And then came back
and then came back and got the hand of the king. I said,
yeah, I was trying not to run with it.
Yes. So chaos
Ray
was
is backstage.
Ray's backstage.
He was, because I text you, but I thought you got it.
Oh yeah, he's here. He's here, y'all. He's connected. Okay. Ray, can you hear me? Oh. Oh my goodness.
Just as quick as he got.
Not F Littlefinger.
Yeah, I'm not here. Listen, I feel like this man ain't doing a damn thing, and he just getting promoted. I never seen a lazy person that keeps fumbling the bag and gets promoted for it and honored for it. Like what?
And he tried to make it the twins' fault.
Yeah. Oh God, oh, child. Listen, I can't wait to see this man burn to a crisp.
Y'all, I want to know what happens with him, because he needs to have the worst, the worst chaos double hot.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
For real.
Shout out to Ashley, my sweet perspective. Thank you for the $4.99. Rhaenys is going to mentor Rhyneyera, I hope. Yes, and I hope that she awakens the dragon. Okay, I hope she get in her ear because listen, when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no in between. So we need to shake her shoulders and be like, come on, girl, it's time. We're not playing it's no more nobility. It's
exactly.
It's not that game anymore. So
I think she knows now.
We got Ray again. Let's
7 hells trying to get through this daggone gate.
They don't want you to be great, Ray.
I guess it was because I was wearing green today.
Welcome, Team Green in the house. Ray Holland, OT. There you go. That's your boy. So we're gonna be looking out for his hot takes. And before we move on, Ray, since you're just joining us, I just want to know your feelings about the overall episode and what was like one of your favorite moments that you might want to just highlight before we get there.
Favorite moment was the whole episode. I love it when we get our Game of Thrones episodes to go at least over an hour.
Okay. All right. So how Team Green looking for you?
Team Green is losing its mastermind, but also at the same time dealing with a lot of anger and vengeance. And vengeance shall be had.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. They go Ray with the hot take, y'all. Team Green in the comments or Team Black, y'all. And the last one that I have is Varys and Larys. Right? And so I coupled them together. I give him the Varys award because the little spies, the little the moves, how he got that information up out of blood so fast. I said, how he gonna spill the beans in 2.5 seconds?
That was ridiculous how fast.
So I gave him kind of like the, getting the information, the spy network. I gave him that award. So do you agree with the award, or do you think somebody else was doing various things in there?
You might as well throw Masaria in there too.
Okay. That's a good little okay. So he's not going. Well, Yeah, actually, you could. You actually could. I can put a good case for that because she clocked the other Eric. She clocked him when he was getting off the thing. She's like, I know I just left out this castle and the other Eric was in there. She was like, So good looking out for her. Love that. So yeah, that's a case. Moochie.
I think this is a good choice because he last season he was like Littlefinger.
Yeah.
This season he's like more like him because he changed the whole. He made sure she don't got no birds around her.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't know these people, and then she don't feel comfortable, so she won't run her mouth either.
Exactly. Yeah. Tamika. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with what she was saying. I mean, he's kind of on the cut every now and then. He come in and say what he have to say, but he been just laid back observing everything and seeing which way they gonna go with it, and putting little whispers here and there when he feel like he needs to.
Okay. Cool. All right. Hey, EJ. All right, y'all. So we are going to get into it. Let's go ahead and get into this episode, y'all. We're going to go ahead and break it on down. Rhyneyera the Cruel. So, yeah. So this is basically the aftermath of the episode. So, Tamika, break this episode. I mean, this scene down only like you can. And tell me a little bit about it. And did you see a little bit of foreshadowing in this this eye patch eye? This, you remember how the kings used to put the little stones on the eyes, and how you kind of put both of those patches up there? I said, "Ooh, does that mean death?" So I kind of thought about that, but
listen, his days is definitely numbered. He got the reality check where he realized, like, oh, they was coming in here for me, but before that, with them, how they was pushing them damn people around, and Aegon was breaking up. It took Viserys how many years to build up that damn thing, and I think that was a symbol and foreshadowing too that, it was peaceful before. We was keeping the kingdom peaceful, and now it's all chaos and about to be a war. And then things is gonna be crumbling the same way he tearing it all down in that monument. That's how it's gonna be looking when they done.
yes, that was a foreshadowing of that too. The it's coming down.
Yeah,
it's coming down. So yes. Moochie, you have any thoughts on anywhere you want to go with this particular scene?
He knows that they was coming after him, so I think he knows his days is numbered. I think he's probably trying to figure out, like, yo, if I was there, they would have got me. So yeah,
yeah.
Brillo said he don't like nobody on the show. You don't even like.
Yeah, I'm ready for him to go too, though. I'm ready for him to go,
baby. But when I tell you, he did not take the news of losing his son well at all.
No.
Y'all, let's go ahead and get this clip.
Yes. I am the king. Traitors and villains. Fire from the sky. This is war. I declare war.
That was quite a bit. So he is
so
pissed.
passionate.
He's pissed. Okay. And people are gonna burn. People are gonna burn for that.
Yeah, we just seeing the beginning.
Rillo say he don't like anybody on this show, but I like that the show is crazy. I love that the show doesn't have any plot armor. But I think Game of Thrones started to get plot armor once they ran out of source material. Then
definitely.
Right. Yeah. They had all those fan favorites and stuff like that. And they were scared to write these people off. But you can't do that when you already got George's source material. So that's what I love about this, because if the pen say you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that with that. And this is the scene that I really loved. She's coming and she's hearing all of this stuff. She's getting the reports of what happened. And she's like, they blaming me for this. So they're trying to figure out the one man, he stepped out of pocket and was like, we thought maybe in your grief, in your major
Mhm.
grief, you might have did this.
Sound like something she'd do.
What?
No, it don't.
You just sound like you just want to disagree.
Listen, she was just like, Rhaenys was not having it. Rhaenys was like, mind yourself. I was like this. I loved every bit of it.
She was so calm with it.
Mhm.
Yes. And before we get there, hold on, let me see. Oh, this is what I want to say. When the Greens are talking, baby, this was a mess right here. With this particular one, I love that Aegon started asking the questions that needed to be asked. Okay, so let's look at this clip.
Abed. Abed!
Where were
Instead
you?
of safeguarding the sanctity of my family.
A
This is
bed.
not the time for blind accusations.
A bed.
Mhm. Yo, mama
Your mother's
bed.
bed.
Who bed?
Right.
Your mother's bed.
That's the question. Who bed was you in?
Mhm.
He gonna find out.
Yes.
He gonna find out. He gonna find out.
Right. Then two, Otto kept on seeing them kind of off to the side, having their own private conversations. So just like Laris did in episode 1 in his ear, so is Krispy Kreme. So I was just like, yeah, this is a mess. This is a mess. So this team Green is just kind of like flailing. But Otto does have the plans, y'all. I don't know why don't nobody want to listen to Otto, but listen, now it's gonna be balls to the wall now. So I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know. No pun intended. Ray, what you think about this scene? What's Team Green doing right now?
So just like Team Black, Team Green is falling apart from the inside out. So the best way to go ahead and sum it up is that you need new things. Who wants a hand that's been around for 3 kings? Nobody. The man should have been retired after Viserys kicked him off the first time.
Moochie?
I agree. He should have been fired. I was happy that he was. I feel like with this, we are gonna get some amateur moves though, but we might get some diabolical ones.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy. Now, Miss Alicent, Moochie, go ahead and break this down. She act like she's so riddled with grief. Go ahead, and if you got to go in on her, go ahead and go in on her.
To me, you act like you so riddled with grief, but you still ain't wash your tail. It's just like I don't think she had any sympathy for her daughter because she was following her father's instructions to me. Because they didn't want the child's body to be out there like that, and neither did the king really.
Right. Yeah, he was doing all that to garner sympathy and spread the fake news and stuff like that. Almost, you remember how with Emmett Till, they was like, I want him to cast so we can see the atrocity. So I think he was still trying to do the same thing, spread that propaganda so they can get more allies and people who are more sorrowful to their cause.
Right.
And that poor baby, Helena, I was just like, poor baby.
She was scared of the people.
Now, if y'all don't feel sympathy for anybody on Team Green, it gotta be Helena.
That's the one I just said.
That's the only one that I do. That's the only one I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I said F everybody except for Helena.
Except for her, yeah.
I saw 3-Eye Raven right there.
Right.
I definitely. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say keep her safe at all costs.
Yeah. Like that was ridiculous. She didn't have. It's crazy because just like Ray was just thinking, you could see how Green is falling apart from the inside versus Black falling apart from the inside. Then you see Otto don't show his daughter no compassion, therefore she don't know how to show her kids no type of daggone compassion. And then the fact that she was walking around trying to tell everybody, about last night, and I want to repent. We don't give a damn. We don't want to hear that. Like this girl over here trying to mourn her child, and that was the the outfit she gave to put on him was the one she was already making when we last saw her in the last episode. So she already knew she was making that for him for this layout. I just said, please leave this girl alone. Like, that was just so disgusting. I don't have no respect for Alicent. That took me the hell off. I'm sorry, child. I don't know who I am more irritated with, her or Christian. And sometimes it's a tie, sometimes she winning. Like, yeah. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Yes.
She pissed me off this episode, Allison.
I was so pissed because she like, hey girl, you remember what you saw the other night? She was like, girl, this is about my son. This is about my boy.
Yeah.
No.
Girl, you remember what you saw the other night, girl?
Well, I want to know what's going to happen. Do you think that she would go back and say anything because he's the hand of the king now?
I don't think she thinks about it like that.
No.
I know she seems like she don't care about a care in the world. She be in her own little world.
Yep, I don't think she give a care about the politics of any of it because she doesn't even call her son the heir. She always kind of takes that away from him and calls him the boy or her son or something like that. She takes that politics away. Remember how she was in episode 1 and she was like, what if he doesn't want to be king? So that's just something that she just doesn't subscribe to. Ray, I'm sorry, I was cutting you off. Did you have something to say?
I was saying for Allison, you gotta remember she did grow up without her mom. So to be a loving mom, she never really had an example of that other than probably a silent sister.
Very true.
That's true. Right. That's very true. Hey, Miss K.
Hey, Miss K. I ain't see her in there.
Oh yeah, she wanted.
She said she on her other chair.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta watch these things. So I haven't even been reading the comments unless they super chats like that. All right, y'all. So I was pissed at her for this. What are you, girl? That's probably like the least best kept secret. Like it feels like everybody already knows. It feels like Otto was looking at them like giving them the side eye. I feel like people already know. And if you don't know, it feels like you're gonna get the you'll get like a sense of it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
history repeating itself.
Can you send it to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it.
Okay. So
Ruby says she ain't worried about she worried about who clapping cheeks.
Right.
Yes.
And trying to be found out. That's what she worried about. Why are you worrying about the wrong things, baby?
Exactly.
She's bringing more attention to herself.
Exactly.
Word is a Kristen Cole told.
Yup.
But even though Cole was known for running his mouth, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes. Did you notice that when Otto was given the whole thing about doing the funeral, Aegon was against it. He didn't want to do it. Alicent didn't want to do it. She had to talk him in. He had to Okay, I'm trying to see if she jumping in here. So I
can't do it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see.
It won't let me do it because I gotta send it to Facebook.
All right. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me see if I can get somebody set up the next. Ray, can you describe this whole funeral procession, how it went? What's your thoughts on it while I get this link for Miss K?
No problem. So Otto comes up with this grand scheme of planning of things to go ahead and spin it into the Greens' favor. Let's blame Rhyneyera. And truth be told, let's look at the end result. It's only two people you're only going to blame for this war, and that's Aegon and Rhyneyera. So to turn it into the Greens' favor, Otto came up with a bright idea and a brilliant plan to go ahead and spin this story as look at Rhaenyra's work. Look how bad she just sat up there and butchered her own cousin. Wait, that would be her cousin, right? No, nephew.
Yeah, I mean, it was a smart idea. I didn't like it. I really cringed when he said it, and I was like, oh, why am I, I should not be surprised that this is what we gonna come up with. It was hilarious to me when at first they was like, let's do, our investigation and find out who it was. And Aegon was kind of like, what, are you kidding me? We know who it was. It's that bitch bastard or whatever on the other side of town. That was so funny to me. But it was smart to say, this is going to get the sympathy. And then when he said, I don't want to look weak, and he told him, you already look weak. Like, they already think you trash. So we need to make her look like she's the bad guy and all of this, and, have them come on over to your side. So I got it, but I didn't like it.
I felt bad for, I forgot her name now.
Helena.
Yeah, I felt bad for her in this scene because she was going, like, she really was afraid of the people. She just wasn't ready to deal with nothing like that. And like you said, when we was talking about the wagon earlier, with it going into that hole, I did think the cart was going to flip over.
No.
It was bad.
Yeah, I just knew that was coming next.
Once I saw it jumping, the kid,
had the head came off. Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord.
But I do wish we would have actually. Oh, sorry.
Okay. I was sorry. Touching my invisible curve. She looked like her anxiety. And the chat.
I don't know you.
It was bad.
Helena's definitely my spirit animal because I don't like being in no crowds. I start getting anxiety. Even her energy before they even was gonna go there when she was like, I don't know them people. Like, I don't want to go be out there with them. That would be me all the way. Like, what are we gonna go out there with them for?
Yeah, she was right about that.
Not to mention, if somebody wanted to finish the job, the queen and the queen regent sitting out there.
I thought about that too. Like, how y'all got her parade in the streets, and y'all just had a attack inside your walls.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Shannon Gonzalez said, what about the people throwing the stuff? She looked like she was seeing something. I did feel like she was seeing something at that point.
Did anybody else think
ash, like crackle of fires, like ashes or something?
Yeah, and then it seemed like it was kind of a similar scene with Rhyneyera too. I don't know what was happening, but I
thought we were about to get a vision out of it.
Yeah.
Right. All right, coming to the stage is Miss K. Hey, Miss K.
Hey, Miss K.
Hi.
She joined
I hope
us.
you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. She joined us a couple of times for season 1, y'all. So Miss K is one of our little experts, and she does know the source material and all that good stuff. So yes, y'all say hello to Miss K in the chat.
I know a little something about the source material.
She's trying to like what we call her expert.
I don't, because I feel like the people that be going crazy, going hard, oh my gosh, they will try to tear me apart, child.
I definitely understand. Baby, we were just discussing this funeral procession, and baby, when I tell you my anxiety, I was clutching my pearls. I said, baby, we talked about it earlier, how they had the baby neck all stitched up.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. So what are your takes on it, Miss K?
I was so like I'm holding my phone, so I wish I can kind of show you guys. Like when they were like when the wheel got caught in like the little ditch thing, the mini ditch, whatever that was, the water and stuff, and they were trying to they were calling her this and that, and the coffin was shaking. I had both hands like this, like, oh my gosh, like, because I thought that baby was about to fall over.
Yes.
I thought. Let me tell you guys let me tell you the terrible thing that I thought. Because in the book, they have 3 kids. And I haven't read it in a while, so my memory might be, sketchy on some of this stuff. But one of the kids got tore to pieces.
Wow.
So I was, and this is terrible, but I was like,
Is that
are
about
they
to
gonna make this baby fall and then like start grabbing at him and rip him to pieces? You know what I mean? Like I didn't, and not to say they were gonna try to do it in a, like malicious way, but just fighting over his body or something crazy and his head falls. Like, child, I was bugging out.
Girl, I think we all were on the same page with that. That scene was so intense. I was just like, I just
Yeah.
knew something was gonna happen.
Yes, and I'm like, why was it so intense? And then we just get cut to a scene with Rhyneyera. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all play way too much.
Yeah.
But the Otto thing, if I could just say that real quick, Otto, he got on my nerves when he was trying to talk about, to make Rhaenyra look cruel and all of this. We're gonna shout her. I just thought this was it was smart, don't get me wrong. And it worked until stupid Aegon did what he did. But it was to me, it was vicious. Like it was like, at your child's expense, this is what we're gonna do. Like it don't matter what it is.
Right.
And I was just like, wow, this girl gets they don't listen to her for anything. There's no respect going on. Even Aegon was like, no, and it still just didn't happen. So my thing is with Aegon, if you're gonna go and do what you wanted to do anyway, why did you allow your child to be paraded in the streets like that? Because it was all for nothing at the end of the day.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't think you're ready to talk about that yet, but sorry.
Yeah, no, he undid everything. Like, that's how you could see what Team Green was about to give. It's about to give nonsense and foolery, because even Otto said it. Otto was like, he just kept looking like, I'm just surrounded by idiots. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was just giving his face every time, like, oh my God, like, what the hell?
He was missing Viserys. Listen, when Otto was giving it to, I've never agreed with him more. I was like, give it to him, Otto. I'm sorry, I was here for it all. Especially when Sir Kristen Cole was like, "Don't speak to the king like that." I'm speaking to my grandson, who's a fool. Like, shut your mouth and mind your business. The heck?
I know that's right. Ray, it looked like you want to say something.
I mean, Otto talked himself right out of his own position. But on top of that, Otto was mostly around for peace during Jaehaerys and now Viserys, and with Aegon, and Aegon's on the cusp of war. You sending too many ravens across the realm and whatnot. It's time for action. You don't have any garrison forces nearby. So therefore, get rid of the old man.
Exactly. I mean, I get it. I get it, but I just don't think they have the expertise. They just don't.
They don't. It was stupid, and they're gonna find out the hard way. And the thing about it is, to be honest, Otto may have I don't think he talked himself out of a position. I think that he probably just helped it along, because the seed was already planted by Larys in the first episode.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so then you get Kristen Cole, who's by his side, who did that little stupid thing that he did with Sir Arik, and that made him look like he's a man of action. And then he's a younger dude. This is what I need, Yeah. His mind, he was throwing tantrums. He was throwing tantrums and just basically acting off of emotion, and it was just ridiculous. So
right. And at the end of the day, it was always what it looked like politically with Otto. Otto always had the foresight to know that we're running a kingdom here. It's not like it's we all willy-nilly out here. He was always just down for the greater good. Even though he's conniving, he still knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And wasn't it funny how he laughed and he was like, "My father made me the king." He was like, "Is that what you believe?"
Right, girl. When I tell you, I low-key wanted to give him MVP for getting Aegon together.
Yeah, I felt like he definitely was MVP for the Greens, baby. I laughed so hard at that part. I said, "You better tell it, Otto."
Somebody had to dig into him.
Well,
Alicent couldn't do it.
I know, but Alicent couldn't do nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing
over there talking about some "forgive me, Father, I have sinned."
Right.
Even though she ain't say that, she might have act like she was at a confessional.
I don't want to
shut
hear
up. He's like, I don't even want to hear about it, girl.
Exactly.
You know, because at the end of the day, you know, he already know, like, he knows she lied. Obviously, he knows she lied about what Viserys wanted. Not Viserys, Viserys wanted.
Mhm.
You know, like, so he just went along with everything because that's what he wanted in the first daggone place, you know?
Yup.
And now you over here want to tell me some secrets, girl. I don't care at this point. Like, you already did. We all over here doing the most. Don't tell me about no secrets.
Yeah, for real.
All right, let's see where we going. Where we going? Child, while they're at the funeral procession, he's in here. Laris is in here with blood, and we couldn't even get his sentence out before 2.5 seconds later. Damon Targaryen hired me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like, damn, for real. I was
Yeah,
like,
child.
that
We
was
better hit me.
so fast.
Yeah, that was real quick.
I mean, the crazy thing is when I looked at him, I kind of got like, I don't know why I got the mountain vibes. And I guess, you know, obviously he wasn't as freakishly strong or anything like that. But I think maybe it was because of the way he spoke, his voice and stuff like that. But like when he got interrogated, I was like, oh, you really don't got no kind of like,
Nothing.
you don't know how to hold it down, huh?
No, not at all. Now
Oh
y'all do know in the source material they had supposedly tortured him for like 13 days and on the
Yeah.
13th day they let him pass away. But that blow that Aegon did, I don't think that is the way this went. Do y'all think he took him out, or do you think we're going to be seeing some more torturing?
Oh, I don't know. Now that you said that, we might. Because remember, I said we're going to see how sadistic he is. I could see that happening.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just thinking about what he did later on. So yeah, I think
like
that was
he
just
killed
the
him.
beginning.
Deleted him. Sorry.
You think he deleted him already?
Yeah, Shannon does. Too. Shannon said, yeah. So I thought he was
with that. Because normally when they
torture.
When they torture you, they make sure you ain't dying. They, you know, they try to pull off fingernails. You saw what they did to Theon.
Yeah,
they gonna make sure they gonna make sure they ain't hitting no major arteries or doing something. Cause they want you to feel that thing. That ninja cracked him upside the head.
Right, with all his might.
Yeah.
Ray, what you got?
I mean, for torture reasons, I would say he should have held on to him to personally identify who Cheese was versus taking out all the other rat catchers as well.
Yeah.
But, blinded by rage and fury, Aegon's going to be Aegon.
Freaking idiot.
Look, I feel sorry.
I was going to say, he said rage and fury. I say stupidity too.
Yeah. It was a lot of stupidity. But at the end when he was crying and like, I do feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I felt sorry for him, but
I felt sorry for him then, but for a hot second.
I feel some Green supporters.
No, I ain't no Green supporter at all.
No, we can have empathy. More than
exactly. 2 things. We can give Otto the MVP, but no.
Listen, you give credit where credit is due, but no, it's F Team Green forever. Okay. We already talked about this particular thing, and Miss K, what you did forget is that I kind of gave the award for the Queen of Thorns to Rhaenys for this particular episode because she was channeling that energy for me. So yeah. So
okay, she was giving you Olenna.
Yes.
Yeah, she been on her Olenna. I mean, listen, this is if she's giving Olenna, that means Olenna is giving her.
Yeah,
she came first.
That is true.
Okay. So give it up for the queen that never was, honey.
Yes, and she fully backs Rhaenyra. So
yes, I love it.
If anybody had any question, there's no question. She is fully in.
All right. Yeah. Can I ask y'all this?
Sure.
When did you see how she looked at Damon when they was trying to figure out who did it?
She already knew.
That was like
she knew.
That's her cousin.
She clocked it.
Yeah, that's little cuz. She already knows. Shoot. Like I know who this dude is. Like, here you go. That's the look she kind of gave him. Like,
Yeah, you
here
start
you
with
go.
the
You better tell
nonsense
her.
already. You really want to be in charge. You know, if that's what she really wanted to say, but she said it to her husband.
Did y'all talk about that scene you did, right, between Rhayneyera and Daemon? How she called him pathetic and everything. That scene was kind of intense right there.
Yeah,
that was a scene.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and my title for that particular clip that I have, things were said. Okay,
Okay.
All right.
So we had to get into this little conversation, but let's go ahead and get into. I can't play too much, but I'll play just a little. But yeah, so we can hear, like, it was some low blows in there, it was some digs, it was a lot. Okay.
Or did he merely use you as a tool to put me in my place because he was afraid of me? Because he knew your legacy, unlike mine, would never outshine his own.
He was not afraid of you, Daemon. He could not trust you any more than I can trust you.
He was a fool who sought greatness but shrank from spilling blood to achieve it, and I see you will suffer the same fate.
You struck down a child.
Line of the night.
It was a mistake.
Damon, that was a real big goddamn mistake, boy. I'm gonna need you to fess up and
right
and take some responsibility.
Come on now. We heard the conversation between Blood and Cheese. It didn't sound like a ninja told you. Didn't he just say only Aemon? No, he said a son. They literally said he said a son. So stop. You just feel stupid. That's all.
Oh boy, y'all remember right before I didn't get it because by the time I hit record, it was already gone. But when he said something about her virtue, I said, "Oh, are we hitting low? Are we hitting low?
I didn't hear that,
baby."
Yeah, but how you gonna sit there and talk about that? And he's the one that did that. He's the one that messed it up where people was almost ready to question it.
Oh yeah, yeah, the first time, yeah.
He got her hot and heavy. That's what it was.
And admitted to Viserys.
Yeah,
he lied to Viserys because he was trying to get him to like just throw her away, like, and make him marry her. But he got her hot and heavy, all horny and stuff. That made her go to Kristen Cole to put the fire out.
That ended up being the biggest mistake of her life. Don't you wish you can just rewrite history when you make a mistake that big?
Oh my God.
This is bad. This is bad. But yeah, they were hitting below the belt and he left and she pretty much said she don't know if he's gonna be gone forever. She don't know what's gonna happen, but he needs to, find his own path. So yeah, it's looking kind of bleak over there.
Otto's gone, Damon. Come on over to the greens.
Never ever. Okay. Now,
did you ever interview Ray and ask him why he likes the greens? I feel like mostly men like the greens.
Yeah, Ray, why don't you go ahead and let Miss K know why you support the greens?
Listen, I support the Greens because this is nothing but history repeating itself. The Starks and the Lannisters, if y'all can tell me personally which Stark got revenge on any particular Lannister, will you get a result? No, none whatsoever. But if history is repeating itself, how did the Lannisters have a long dominant reign? Because of the Hightowers. The Hightowers are writing the blueprint for the Lannisters' reign right now. So you thinking it's going to be just a smooth, easy little transition? No. Aegon's not going down without a fight. Aemon's not going down without a fight. And newly recruited, but soon to be brought on screen, what's his face? Daron will be coming and join us soon. And it's only the greens that matter.
Okay, that was all right. That was your thing. That's fine. We're not going to debate on this thing with Nita. Yeah, because that right there was just like, you done brought the Lannisters in, and the Lannisters is like peons in this freaking when it comes to the high towers and what's going on. This nigga was about to make him ride act like a pony for his child. Like, I mean, the Lannisters don't mean a damn thing at this point.
But history repeats itself, Miss K.
That ain't no hit. What history is repeating itself though? Like that's not. This is a civil war. Where did we have a civil war in Game of Thrones?
No, most all the fighting is between the blacks and the greens, correct?
I don't know if that's correct.
No, in this particular series, the fighting is between the blacks and the greens, right?
Oh yeah,
Just like in the original Game of Thrones, it was the Starks and the Lannisters. You think George R.R. Martin writes for good guys?
and the Baratheons and the the Greyjoys. Like it was so many people. That's why it was called the War of the Five Kings in Game of Thrones. Period. I mean, it started with the Starks and the Lannisters, but really,
I learned from watching Game of Thrones.
We had somebody like Larys, right? Littlefinger, kind of like doing his little dirt behind the scenes. Nobody really know that's why it really started. But okay, we could really debate, but we're not gonna do that neither.
Okay, so then I love the way. Now, did y'all notice that when Jace offered to go ride out and do something, she was like, no.
Yeah.
But made Baela go. And I was like, what? I said, what, you don't care about the little black girl?
Nope.
No. No, she ain't gonna lose my son.
Maybe she thinks she's more capable.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Have a little bit more experience than Jace.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then we'll see later on. What you think, Miss K? Because I want to know. Do you think that she? I'm gonna give her her grace for having a little PTSD, a little bit of grief, some trauma behind losing her son. So she's holding tight to that one. But he's the oldest, he's the eldest. So you can't do it for so long. But go ahead, say how you feel about it.
She definitely held. That was a quick no. Like, nope, I'm not. No.
Yeah, like you're not going.
And you know what it is too. It's not just that though, but it was the fact that remember how hesitant she was the first time when they asked, because they volunteered to go.
Yeah.
And she was already hesitant. So you got to think in her mind, she's like, if I would have went with my first instinct not to send them, this probably wouldn't have happened. Right. So now she's like, no, because they are still pretty young. But maybe she wants to send Baela because she knows they don't really have that much support right now. And somebody has to keep watch. So, but she don't want it to be her son. And not to say she want to lose Baela too, but the job has to be done.
That's true.
It's kind of messed up, but she said keep your distance though.
Yeah. And you know what? She seems like she's gonna be a little chip off of Daemon's shoulder. Like I love how they played her up. Was that a bow and arrow or something, like some kind of device that I said, she's gonna be something. So
yeah, she's more the wild. She's like the wilder one, I think.
She's like her mother.
Yeah, and she's older, so there's that.
Yeah, so you like what Tamika said. You're right with the experience.
I think she's supposed to be more like Daemon.
She don't like him though.
No.
She was saying she didn't like him.
I said, Dad, when he walked past her, he didn't even say nothing. She was like,
he didn't say nothing.
Have a good relationship before. I think they was a little closer. I don't know if it was good, but he just walked past her when she said hi. I was like, well, damn.
When she was younger, he cared for her because she was the only one that had a dragon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he is gone on Caraxes, baby. And he got his armor on. So, child, we don't know what this wild card is out there doing in the Queen's name.
Right. I'll be right back.
Okay, bro. All right. So then, oh God, they was disassembling the crib. Oh my God. The mattress was bloody. Sir Krispy Kreme seemed like he was a little, ashamed. I think he felt guilty. He felt shame.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you turn around and do something like what you do. And so it always kind of, whatever he does, always kind of erases whatever little stuff that he has kind of done. Like, I was just like,
Mhm.
ugh, I hated it so much.
He's just getting over.
And
He
then
gets
on
on my
the
nerves.
flip side, we got Rhaenyra playing with her two little white-haired kids or silver-haired kids, and I know she's probably relieved that she didn't have to go through anything like that. So they just kind of cut the scene back and forth about that, and yeah, that was something terrible. So Moochie, what are you saying? What are you saying about Krispy Kreme, and his fake guilt and shame and all that stuff? How you feel?
He needs to suck it up and look at all of that ish. For real, because this is all his fault.
All his fault.
He wanted to be all up in that medieval.
And y'all, let me pose this question to you. Do you think that the baby's Helena's room is unmanned because he don't want the secret to get out? So maybe if somebody was there and they could see him being off his post or something like that, do you think that it was deliberate that he did not have anybody guarding her door because he didn't want to get found out or something? Like, is it something like that?
It was. I don't think it was anybody there, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past because it was always weird to me that nobody wouldn't be there, especially once y'all knew that it was a threat and y'all was already saying it was going to be a war. That it was so easy. And Christian Cole really should have been the one carrying all that stuff out. He over here looking sad and moving to the side. I said, get the hell out the way if you ain't doing no work.
You know,
he irritated me.
He did. The way he was staring at everything, I'm like, what you looking at it now for?
Right.
But you need to look at it. Like, you trying to act like you so guilty for this, but you thinking of a power play as we speak. Like, like what can I do next? And he was very calculating.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Christian Cole, he's the Lord Commander, so pretty much he should have had somebody, if not him, on watch for duty. And given the way that Helena took that long walk just to get to the room, I don't think you really had to worry about somebody being or coming to see you. So therefore, you could have put a man on the door.
You're absolutely right, because she had to go down plenty of steps, the same path that Rhaenyra had to take her child to go see the queen when she
back to Rhaenyra's old room.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, you're absolutely right. So that's well, I guess we just kind of poked holes through that whole question. So question off the table. So yeah, he wouldn't have got found out. I don't think so. So yeah, he really dropped the ball on that. Really. Absolutely. Tamika, you already said your stuff, right? Okay. All right. So we're gonna get on over here. And this is when I said, oh, Bela is a badass, isn't she? I said, oh, we're gonna keep our good eye on our good sis or whatever. Mm-hmm. I love her and Jace together. They kind of bond over the father thing, and she knows about Harwin Strong. She asked him about that. You know, they had a really good conversation. He was talking about how fathers are very difficult, you know, to navigate that relationship with a father is a little difficult and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed the scene. Tamika?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I said, well, he had two fathers that cared about him, okay?
There you go.
And yeah, I like them two together talking. And when he said, well, I think he loved me, she was like, he did, you know?
He did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think I like them as a couple too, even though y'all, this is fantasy. We know they related,
right.
You know, but I like their chemistry together. So it seems like it's gonna be you know, a good relationship. You know how sometimes marriages aren't the best, like how Cersei and Robert was, but I don't see it being like that. I feel like this relationship is going to be similar to Rhaenys and her husband Corlys. So that's what I think we're going with that, right?
So I'm glad that the kids have more room this season. It will be nice to see more of them versus, you know, hearing Daemon, Rhaenyra, and everybody talk it out. Because they're next in line anyhow. So Jacaerys is the heir, but yet Rhaenyra has yet to tell him the big Targaryen secret. What's up with that?
Say it again.
Rhaenyra got the message from Viserys, right? But she has yet to pass it along to Jacaerys. Why is that?
Oh, I just don't think I think it's too soon. I think they got a lot of other things going on, but I don't know. What do you think about that question, Moochie? Why do you think she hasn't? I just think it just hasn't happened yet. I don't think it's.
I don't think it's like any particular reason it hasn't happened yet. I think right now it's too soon.
Right. It's just like so much going on. Every time you turn around, bam, 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 bam. Like you can't even catch your breath before something else is going down.
We had
I do love it. Flush the kids out more often. They need more screen time.
Yes. In order for us to connect, we have to have these conversations. We have to have these scenes. We just have to. Miss K, you back? No. Tamika, you got anything else to say about this, or we can move on?
No.
Okay. Child.
This one.
He said that Damon hired assassins for him. He is scared of him. Do you think that that's really what it is, or is
Let him think that? Let him think he is drinking his
Absolutely.
own Kool-Aid.
Damon is scared of Aemon.
You know damn well he ain't scared of nothing about him. That turns him all the way on. I don't know if he was drinking this lady milk or what he was drinking, but he was definitely bugging out.
Right. I said he up here working out his mommy issues in this brothel with this lady with the big old titties. Like he's in a fetal position. I was like, what is going on? They laid it on real thick with this. I said, oh wow. But the one thing that I did like about this scene is what she said. She said when the royals loses their temper, it usually will cost the small folk. And I like that they've been giving the small folk more screen time because this war is inevitably going to, it's going to have big ramifications on them. So we'll see a couple of these instances as we move on. But Moochie,
it seemed like the people gonna hate him more. Okay. Oh, with this scene, yo, I with the way he was curled up in this ball, I was like, I'm trying to think that Damon is scared of him. He out looking for you, perhaps.
Exactly.
But he ain't scared of you.
Miss K is back.
Oh, okay. Miss K, what you think about him being in the fetal position, working out his mommy issues with this lady? You on mute?
Is she there?
I don't know. She said she was back. Ray?
So Aemon, yeah, he got a bit of mommy issues. That's what all the Alicent's kids really face.
I think so too.
Yeah.
For sure. And we saw a lot of different instances in this episode alone, how they don't know how to console each other, how they kind of let them, fester with their own emotions. Like she does not help them. She doesn't give them the emotional nurturing that she needs to, and then be mad when he act out but y'all ain't teaching him nothing. Y'all ain't telling him.
Exactly. Yeah, when you see her with her kids versus Rhyneyera with her kids, like when she seen, Jay sob and she went and held him, or even her playing with the small kids, is a completely different dynamic. With them, it's all just based around the throne and the air as far as the greens. Other than that, we can't help you. Okay, you ain't getting no hugs and kisses over here.
But technically, she didn't even raise them to be heirs. They have no training other than Aemon with the fighting. That's the only thing they had. Other than that, they don't know like the politics. He still don't know what's going on. And I want to see if now we know he's not going to give stuff away because he's mad at the people now. Right. But he was on the verge of giving stuff back and everything if Otto didn't say anything.
Yeah. Yep. And I think maybe Alicent is kind of deficient in that because remember her mother passed away. So she didn't have the nurturing. She didn't have, she was raised under Otto, and however he raised her or however he saw fit. It didn't look like he got took another wife. So initially she just doesn't have it.
Miss K say she's here.
Miss K, what you got on this? She keeps saying she back. She might be muted. You muted, Miss K?
I don't even see the box up.
I really want to get her on.
I know.
I want to get her take on this. That's why I'm just holding up on that. But it was just a mess. And then also too, you hear him justifying his BS, talking about, they bullied me. They bullied me. I was like,
now you trying to act like the victim.
Exactly.
But was it really them that was bullying him, or was it his brother?
Exactly.
It was all of them together. All three of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was his brother, but I think they just was joking in on the laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was laughing with them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you can still feel butthurt at the end of the day about, your cousins joining in on the whole joke or whatever. So, but I was just like, listen to this. This boy is just a mess. I'm like, this the way he sees it. He was the bully. Like, he was the one. He had to build himself up. You know what I'm saying? So he kept on being a good swordsman. He kept working with Krispy Kreme. Kept on doing the things or whatever to, build himself back up. He got Vagar. And so I don't know. He just still got this chip on his shoulder, and I'm just like, I'm over it. So here we go. When we was talking about the small folk, we was talking about the small folks. So y'all remember him from episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, she dropped down. Okay, my bad. I thought your screen was just black. Okay, let's go back because I want Miss K on this one.
Hey.
My bad, Miss K.
Huh?
I said my bad. I didn't even realize you had dropped down. I thought you had just turned your camera off.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm driving, so I hope that it don't go into crazy areas where you can't hear me.
Okay.
What was you talking about? The mother? Eamon and his crazy.
Yeah,
Gosh.
talking about Damon hired assassins for me. He's scared of me. Do you believe that statement first?
No. Absolutely not. But I don't know if he wants to. If he's probably just trying to convince himself,
right,
that he's afraid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I really don't think he wants those problems. But I think that he accepts the challenge in a way. Like, he's crazy enough to accept the challenge because I feel like he believes he has something to prove.
Right.
But I don't know.
And I can't wait. I'm glad that the assassins didn't get him, because I need this face off between Damon and Eamon to happen. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
Then also too, I said, was he working out his mommy issues on this scene and stuff?
Absolutely. I was like, this is freaky. But it made me I'm sorry, but like, they're really trying to like push green, like, because I feel like it made me feel sorry for him. I'm sorry. It did, because he's over here like, I really do feel bad about the situation with Lucerys and all of that. That's something that he does regret and everything, but and they made fun of me and things like that. But I'm like, I was so confused when I saw him like that, laying down with his naked skinny body.
Right, in the fetal
I was
position.
like, okay, I guess there are some mommy issues, but I hear you guys saying, and I know Ray said it earlier, that Alicent didn't have her mom and stuff like that, but when she mentioned her mother, when her father sent her in there and pimped her out to King Viserys, it sounds like she was old enough to remember the passing of her mother, to the point where people were saying things to her that she found, kind of annoying. They didn't really know what to say and things like that. So I can't really give that excuse as to why she doesn't really know how to be a mom. Even though they didn't say for sure how old she was when she passed, but she said people didn't know how to comfort her.
Right.
But what I will say is, I feel like in some way, maybe the kids are like duty kids, and she has, she don't have like a real connection to them like that because they're not loved children. But I don't really think that should matter,
Right.
but for some women it does.
That's a
It
good
If you go
seemed
to Cersei,
obvious.
like they try to say like, she would have, between the book and the show, they try to say that she had a baby by Robert Baratheon, but it died. But in the book, I think there was something about how she tried, like she did something to the baby that she probably was pregnant with or whatever. Like, she wasn't trying to have no kids with him, but with
Right.
her brother, she loves those kids so much. You know what I'm saying? And
Very
you
true.
always see them, like the kids that are with somebody that they love, it's like a stronger connection from back in those times, I'll say. But I don't know, it ain't every woman, but it's some of them.
Yeah, I get that. Ray, you
Yeah.
came off of mute. You want to say something?
Oh no, I was just coming off of mute because I was tired of sitting quietly.
Okay. Now, we come to the small folk. Y'all remember him? He came to the petition. He's the scorpion maker. And so he came and petitioned, asked for the money. Now, y'all, this war is costing the small folk. They got a blockade up. It's hard. It's like inflation, supply and demand. They're having the blues. Like the small folks are really paying the price for this whole thing. And he has a sickly daughter, I believe. I think that's a daughter. And they was just talking about how they're not doing well. And so like I said, I don't know the importance of this man, but they keep saying that he has something going on. I know people probably don't want spoilers anyway, but we've seen him in 2 episodes, so keep your eye on him. We're gonna probably follow him, and he's gonna have some kind of bearing on the show.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be important, but he's gonna play an important role because, like you said, he's supposed to supply them, and they said they was gonna give him whatever they need because he needs this, and at the same time they said he is struggling, his daughter's sick, so I don't know exactly what the role is gonna be, but I would think he's gonna be important.
Yeah, I guess so. And I think this happened. Like he went and petitioned, and then the next day the heir is gone. So we don't know. I'm sure he's not too high on the priority list, but somebody need to go knocking on the king's door again. And be like, this. Listen, we need
right.
Might want to wait a day or two on that.
Yeah, he's so mad at everybody.
Yeah, if he don't get what he need, he liable to switch sides because this got his daughter is involved.
Right.
That's it right there. Moochie. I could see him switching sides like that.
Yes, definitely bringing him information, being a spy. They don't have any, they cleaned house already, so we might see something.
Absolutely. Remember, that's what I had on my bingo card, y'all. For our pregame, I had flip-flopping. People,
that's what always happens.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ray, you got anything on this one?
Moochie, how's your blacksmith doing? He over there making the hammers for you.
I need somebody, right?
But yeah, Double H here. He's a good character to really follow through.
Okay. I like it. He's big. He looks like he can do things and stuff like that. He seems like he'll be, valuable. And he's a brother of a brother, right? So isn't that the one that's I'll skip to the pit. I'm thinking about the picture you showed.
Oh yeah. You talking about Sir Hugh, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about that real quick when she showed it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we get to see the brother. So now he said he owes us. Now, for some reason, I think somebody said that last week, or was it Lex? Somebody that he keeps his hair bald and cut like that because it will reveal his white Targaryen hair.
That was me.
So I was thinking maybe both of them were his bastards, but maybe not. I don't know. But so because he doesn't have the black hair. That might be his
I mean, he
brother
doesn't
because
have
they
the
got
right.
the same mother.
Oh,
Yeah, they're brothers.
Yeah.
yeah, they're brothers, but are they both Corlises?
I don't know because he's saying he owes us.
I'm assuming
Right.
to be true then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any importance of this scene for you, Tamika?
No, I'm just waiting to see what's coming out of this because I don't know nothing about it, but I like that they got Alan and Adam, two black men with simple names.
Yeah.
I want to see what's gonna happen from it.
Now, Miss K, can you talk about this? Because I remember you had referenced it earlier, so I wanted to see what you thought about this one.
With them in the bed.
This particular
Oh.
scene, they was talking about Damon. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get up real early to pull a fast one on Rhaenys. Rhaenys knows her stuff. She clocks it. She does all the things. She can read Damon like the back of her hand. Like she reads him, she gets him, and stuff like that. And the stuff that she was pretty much saying about Damon was all true. Was all true. And he always still feels slighted. I didn't think he wanted the throne, but then it always seemed like it was kind of like it was a glimmer in his eye. He thought he deserved the throne or something like that. I don't know exactly. It always felt like he didn't want it, but he did want it. Like, I don't know. It was something weird. It was something weird.
I get what you're saying because it didn't really feel like it to me. Like it felt like he did it, and it seemed, it didn't seem like he did. Like he kind of like being wild and
Yeah.
But so I don't know, but like I think mostly he likes to be a rebel, and like she said, he doesn't like to be commanded or under anybody's authority.
Right.
And that could be a reason why he kind of wanted the throne a little bit. So this way he kind of would escape that. But he never like would try to go and usurp his brother's throne or anything like that.
Right.
Or Rhaenyera's. Like he never gave off that kind of energy. That he was like a usurper,
Right.
But she's saying she's right about everything she's saying. Like he just don't, he's cool with, getting certain things done. I guess I'm totally paraphrasing. I'm adding my own stuff. He's good for the violence, carrying things out, but he doesn't. At the end of the day, he doesn't want to be commanded. He's king consort. That's what her husband said, but he's not the king, is what Rhaenys said.
Right.
Okay, there's a difference.
And then we got a little Mr. Nasty time. Cole is talking about he likes to be commanded or something like that. He likes to be dominated. So I'm talking about what's wrong with Damon. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
Tamika, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I like that scene. Miss K pretty much summed up, and I did like that part too. When he was like, "Well, I don't know what's wrong with Damon. I like it. Okay, you ain't got no complaints from me.
Right.
Like I know how to play my positions." I was like, "All right now."
Moochie?
Yeah, but she already see everything brewing with this.
Yeah,
and I'm glad she's telling him so that way if he comes to him, he knows not to trust everything he says and to check back.
Exactly. I love that he she opened the lines of communication. Like, you keep your good eye on him, okay? Now in this scene, we got the White Worm and Rhaenyera, and she's telling her about the promises that Damon, gave to her for freedom and all this other stuff. She says she's going to honor his promise for her freedom or whatever, because if he said he was going to do it, then he's going to do it. But I think this is going to fare well for her, because Mysaria, is that her name, Mysaria? Those type of people you kind of want to keep an attachment to, because they prove themselves useful. The small folk and the common folk, they grow themselves, they grab themselves by the bootstraps and they get it how they live. So you want to always keep those people close, but you want to keep an eye on them too. But Moochie, what you got to say about this one?
But she was talking about sending her away. So I'm like, what is she doing?
Maybe to keep eyes on what's going on over there in the Red Keep at King's Landing.
I want to see if she does do that, because she said she was going to basically honor her, whatever.
Yeah.
So she is gonna she's an asset then.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna feel like she owes her one.
Yeah.
So
I want to know how faithful.
Yeah, she definitely. That's why she turned around. Remember when she was leaving and she saw. That's why she turned around and she warned them, because Eric left. We didn't see her warn them, but I mean we have to assume, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's why Eric came back so fast. Because he had left, So she's the one. She knows that she knows the twins. And she's like seeing him coming, so she's like, all right, I'm gonna warn her. Now, if Rhyneyera was a different kind of queen, she'd probably be like, man, please, this don't got nothing to do with me. Kept it moving.
Tamika.
Yeah, I agree. I said, shoot, she could have been going about her business. She was right there next to the boat. She said, give me a minute. She peeped the game. I said, well, thank God for her, because nobody else ain't say, well, damn, you just walked that way. How you came back this way? Nobody else noticed nothing. She peeped it really quick, fast, and in a hurry. So
yeah,
definitely an asset.
Yeah. So she let her go. Miss K.
Yeah.
She left and she peeped game.
I'm here.
I said she left and she peeped game. And the thing was, because I think she can tell them apart.
Yeah, she definitely
can tell them apart, because I remember when he came and got her off the boat, she was like, it's usually two of you or something like that. And so it's like, I definitely picked up that she knows them and she can tell them apart. And so she noticed she just had that conversation with the other Eric in the castle right before she left. And baby, just that quick, they trying to put this plot together, and we find out later this is a plot that Krispy Kreme put together. I named him Krispy Kreme. I used to say Krispy Cole, but Krispy Kreme.
I did a video about him earlier. I almost called him Krispy Kreme, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with trash bag scumbag. Like, he just made me so mad.
Yeah, did piss me off.
I named him Krispy Kreme because of what he was doing. Facing the place down.
Last
episode 1.
Oh my god.
And y'all, we gotta get these King's Guards. We have to get them together. They are not on one accord. I don't feel like they do enough checking. I don't think that what is going on? I was so perplexed. I was like, he said, we thought you was inside. Well, why don't you go see before you let her know?
You know it's two of them.
Right. I was just like, baby, what is we doing? What are
so easy for the enemy to slip behind enemy lines.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What you were saying? Can't hear you now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Like it's coming
Come
in and
through,
out.
come through.
All right, y'all. I think I have some other things. Let me see. What we doing? Child, this was a mess. Now, they done did all this stuff. And so as we talk about the plans and all the stuff that was executed from Krispy Cole, here's another lame brain scheme that Aegon and Krispy Kreme cooked up, because they didn't. Well, Aegon's a problem because he didn't even have the patience enough to try to get the information from him. He came in there, and just because, I mean, you could torture the man to get the information instead of executing 100 innocent people, well, 99 innocent people. I'm like, we just
did the whole funeral procession to get the people on our side, get the people empathetic to our side, and then you turn around and do this. These men, brothers, sons, fathers, grandfathers, just gone. Now all the goodwill that we done cooked up with this fake news, you done gone and tore it up in just one fell swoop. Being impulsive, emotional, not thinking, less than smart. Aegon. Miss K, what you got?
What were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh yeah, we was talking about the rat catchers being executed. Yeah. So we're looking for one rat catcher, and we take out 99 innocent men, fathers, brothers, sons for nothing. It's just
I thought that was really sad. Yeah,
it was.
I thought that was really sad, and you like you know that you're taking out innocent people, but he doesn't care.
Right.
So I was just like, he's disgusting, and like you said, he just undid everything that Otto put together, everything.
Exactly.
And what Otto did, like I said, it was cruel, but it worked. And now you got people looking at you like you're like, are you kidding me? Like, you taking out their family member, and then you showing it. You got it out there on display for everybody to see.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Less than smart.
This was horrible.
Ray, I need you, in defense of the Greens, I need you to give me, what is your defense of this monstrosity?
Listen, Aegon was set up there, blew his top very prematurely. You had blood right in front of you. All you had to do was line up all the rest of the rat catchers to find out which particular one helped them. But he figured if one rat catcher did it, they all probably do it eventually. So he took his anger out on everybody. But nobody is as loyal as that dog is after being kicked by cheese.
Hunted. Oh my God.
That dog was crying and stuff.
Right. And go there and goes there, identifies him and whimpers.
Child. He should.
That's
what he get for kicking the dog.
He sure did identify him.
Hey, Tamisa.
What I was before this with the guards and stuff, what I don't understand about it, can you guys hear me? What I don't understand about the guard situation is, like, even the questions that they had, like Sir Kristen, he was asking Arik, where were you, and this and that, like, you know, just kind of projecting and stuff. But then it's like, why is that a question of where guards are? If you have an assigned post, that's where you should be, right? And that's the same thing that happened with Rhyneyera. It's like, who assigned to you? Like, why was Sir? It's the supposed. Let me take the Arik, right? I mean Eric, that came to get to replace the other guard. Like, oh, it's been a weird day, you know. I'll take over. Like, if that's not how it goes, you know what I'm saying? So here, what I'm trying to say is, have an assigned person for a certain amount of time, right? So those type of things don't happen.
Exactly. There needs to be a
unless
protocol.
Somebody got to use the bathroom real quick. We ain't doing that.
Right. What's the protocol?
Now you know, huh?
Like, what's the protocol? We need to have.
Yeah. And now you know where the fault lies and why this. Okay, this happened on your watch, and now it's on you. You gotta go, because that's what used to be happening back in the day for real. If something happened on a guard's watch, they got it executed.
Exactly.
So to minimize that, y'all should have a system in place. Why is it all of this switching around and dating all of that stuff?
We don't know.
The only person I feel like has an excuse with anything, and I'm sorry, the only person I feel like has to delete Rhyneyera is because it's actually want to entertain his so-called friends or whatever in the throne room, but he was doing what he's supposed to do. He's the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, Moochie.
I thought with this, they let like the security, it was too lax.
Exactly.
Like what she said with this, but I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. I thought he was gonna get recognized sooner.
Exactly. And
But I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just getting ready to move forward. But go ahead. Go ahead and finish your thought.
I'm good.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry. So yeah, so we get to it. So we got like what Miss K was saying about the guards, talking about, I'm gonna retire you for the rest of the night or something like that. I got it and stuff. He went back there, he locked the door so Rhaenyra couldn't get out the other door. So if anything was to go down, he like locked her in there. So I was like, oh my God. So then on top of that, she was getting ready to take, I don't think she got it yet, but they was getting ready to give her like either milk or the poppy or something so she can go to sleep or something. And because she hasn't been sleeping, she haven't been sleeping well. And then we get the clash. So he hurried up and found out, I guess the white worm came back, warned him, and he was able to go in there and barely save Rhaenyra. So it was a lot going on, and they fought, and it was a good fight. It was
intense.
I do have the clip, but yeah, let's talk about it. He falls on his sword after protecting Rhaenyra, and again, Rhaenyra has to deal with this grief, losing another person, another attempt on her life and stuff like that. So this was just intense. So Moochie, go ahead and take it away, girl.
This was intense because they didn't even know who it was, because nobody was able to jump in to split it up because they didn't know who it was, and the way that fight was going down, I was getting mixed up with who's who. Yeah, this was crazy.
It was sad too. It's like Rhaenyra didn't need to see that. Him falling on his sword like that.
Brother.
Yeah. Him falling on his sword like that, I get why he did it, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt bad for her because like that's a lot of trauma. Like, how is she supposed to, move forward and try to really have her mental status right now is like, I'm concerned for it. And maybe that's all the stuff that needs to happen in order for her to go crazy, because it's ruined.
I was just gonna say that is this gonna make her snap?
Something will.
All we need to see is her get pregnant by Christian Cole.
Oh God. They already giving them the mushroom story. They don't need that much more screen time.
You got anything?
No, I agree. That's the first thing when we first saw that last episode. I was saying, where's the guards? How is this working like this? Like, y'all supposed to be taking care of the kings, queens, princes, prince, and we lacking like that, and it never make no sense to me. But I like this fight scene. I didn't know who was who, and it was funny when they asked her, Rhaenyra, which one is? She didn't know either. She seemed like she was damn confused. She just wanted to get the hell out of there alive.
I was gonna say that, like, when he asked the question, like, which one? I was like, how are they gonna do this? Because I'm like, I'm always thinking they're gonna do something different than what they did in the story, right? So, I'm like, is the guy gonna to delete the wrong person?
Right.
I didn't know what the purpose of that question was, but turned out the way it turned out.
If I may spin it to a green side, let's put it this way. A killed E, but he couldn't see the job all the way through. You want to spin it for the blacks? E killed A and then died in front of the queen.
That's how I was spinning it. But you couldn't tell.
Huh?
You couldn't tell.
One of them had a scar over their eye because one of them got cut in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Was that from
The other
season
one
one?
had that thick gash in his leg, and when he grabbed it, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy.
It was a lot. It was a lot. And what I had put Cargill board.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, y'all.
Mm.
So
They're not really twins, are they? That's the same person, right?
no, they
No,
are
they're
really
twins.
twins.
No, that's
They
real
are
Oh, that's
twins.
two different
amazing.
people.
I love that.
Yeah.
They
And they
Because
both
I was
them
wondering,
last
I'm like,
season,
are
I
they
know
really
that.
twins? I don't know if I tried to look it up last year or not, but like that was something that I was curious about. So that's cool.
Inside the episode told us that.
yeah, and they both can act because sometimes, who's to say the one other person could act, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
They said that one of them stepped in for the brother last year because they were sick.
Yeah,
I had
they
this.
swapped actors. That's what they did.
Y'all remember when I don't know if I had I don't know if I had the slide, but baby, when he went in there questioning, oh yeah, y'all, let's talk about this. Is this a foreshadowing of the new writer for season?
Yeah, it looks like it. For me,
Yeah,
it does.
so maybe he does have some
Maybe,
Valerian
yeah,
blood
because
in
I
him.
was wondering why they showed that.
Looks like a dragon snack to me.
A
Mhm.
dragon snack.
Yeah, but you don't. That's what I was trying to say last week. Like, uh, from my understanding, you don't have to have the blood. You
Oh,
just have to know how to, like, train them and stuff like that. Remember the people that were taking the remember when we first met Rhayneyera and she came back, right? With is that Cyrax? Hers is Cyrax, right?
Cyrex. Mm-hmm.
So she came back with Cyrax, and you had those like slaves, servants, whatever you want to call them. They went and took them into the dragon pit or whatever they were taking them to.
Oh
So
yeah.
like they're not Targaryens, but they had, they know how to like, tame them and stuff like that.
Talk
And
to
then they
him.
have the teachers that was, showing the kids in the last season. Like they was like Dracarys, you know what I mean? Like, or Dahidas, they trying to like showing them how to, command the dragons and stuff. So
Right.
I think that some of the people that wind up riding the dragons were not Targaryens or not
Oh,
of that bloodline or something like that. But
okay.
I don't always like to talk about it too much because like I said, my memory, you know what I mean? Like I want to be totally accurate. That's why I kind of want to go back and read again because it could be,
Right.
it could
Right.
be
And then
I
you
could
know how
forget.
they kind of change the lore. They take liberties in the TV show that can kind of confuse you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, from my understanding, yeah, you don't have to be. So,
Okay. Well, my point was I was like maybe he is a Valerian because
mhm.
so maybe not. We'll see.
And it might be him because of the fact that he's the eater one. Adam is not, right? He's not Adam. No, Alan. He's Adam, right?
Yeah.
And the other one is Alan.
Mhm.
Alan's not interested. So,
Alan's cool with being on the boat.
yeah, this one right here seemed like, he ready for it. He ready for it all.
Yeah.
He got that curious mind and everything.
That
He's
second son
saying he
syndrome.
owe us.
Mhm.
That's what's sticking in my mind the most. He owes us.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like there got to be something else with that besides possibly being a bastard son, or there must be something else.
Okay.
Because you don't, back in that time, I don't think you had to take care of a bastard child. So
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Right. Well, clearly Aegon wasn't taking care of his. He had him down in the fighting pit.
Exactly. So I don't think it was something you had to do. Remember, that was the reason why Kat was so mad about Jon Snow, because she like, I understand that men have bastard kids all the time, but they don't bring them home.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like if that's the case, there has to be something more to the story that when it comes to like owing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just my thoughts.
Okay.
Well, I thought was it because he saved his life? That's the one that carried him.
Possibly.
Maybe, yeah.
But it was kind of, it was a bit ambiguous,
Right.
Made us wonder, like, what you talking about?
It's two of y'all? Look.
All right, y'all. So I got the before this scene, let's go ahead and take a look at the MVP Otto Hightower.
Uh-oh.
Sir Kristen Cole has acted.
Dummy.
And what has Sir Kristen Cole done?
You sent Sir Eric to slay Rhyneyera.
Alone?
He's pretending to be his own twin. Brilliant.
He looked like he was about to pass out. He was just like,
did y'all do something this stupid? That's
Right.
like he want to say so bad.
That's child's play. That's why, like, trying to trick people with a twin.
exactly.
He made these two take out each other practically.
Yeah.
I got some more. Hold on. I be trying to keep the clips short though. No. Hold on. Let's see what this one is.
The maggot who took my son confessed to an accomplice. He could not say for certain which man it was, so...
Idiot! Beware how you speak to your king, my lord.
The king is my grandson, and my grandson is a fool. He's worse than a fool. He's murdered innocent men.
And one guilty one.
And hanged them from the walls of the city for all to see.
Plot against the king, and I will pay it back 100.
They are fathers and brothers and sons. And their wives and children gather now at our gates to weep and curse your name.
Oh, that's what I did?
Right. You killed innocent and one guilty one. Like, really?
Right.
He want to be wrong and strong.
Oh my God. He was tearing him up though. He was giving him a nice little tongue lashing.
Yes.
He laughed in his face about the whole, my father made me king. He was like, "Do you think that's really what happened?" It was good. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. Right?
It's coming from the man who pulled a Jon Snow and didn't want to be king.
Mm-hmm.
But Aegon, again, blind and want action so fast. He's not slow to war, he's quick to war. He'll go ahead and gladly send all the dragons out of the dragon pit over the Dragonstone in a heartbeat. So really, King's Landing is kind of up for grabs, if you really want to call it that.
Yeah, it is. Honestly.
Pretty much.
Honestly. It's a mess. Tamika?
Yeah, I love this part. Y'all know I can't stand Otto. I was waiting for him to get the heck up out of here, but he was right. When you right, you right. And I gotta give credit where credit is due. He ain't told not one lie. He like, y'all damn dummies. And what was his right idea? That cracked me up. And it was like he said it with his whole chest. Yeah, he did brilliant idea. It's like, is it really?
Oh my gosh, idiots.
Yeah, Whisper Cole thing. He thought he was gonna really be like, yeah, that was a great idea. No,
right. Just
I want to know what's gonna happen when they find out like the results, because he's not coming back.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So he actually said he wanted to end up going back to Old Town. And Alicent wants him to go where the Tyrells are. High Garden. And because High Garden is a bigger palace than Old Town is just like, a city within a whatever, but she thinks it's better to go to where the Tyrells are. I can't think.
I thought she was saying something. I mean, I only saw it once. I do need to watch it again. But I thought she was saying something about like they may be. Was she given like alluding to them? Maybe they were like wavering a little bit.
I don't know exactly what she was saying, but I thought she was just saying it from a strategist point of view that it would just be better to spend your time over there.
Yeah, I think to kind of like keep them on their side.
Right. That's what
I mean, I don't know. I got to go back and watch it, but
yeah,
that's the energy.
Some of the Tyrell Bannermen were waving.
Yeah, that's the energy I was getting from what she was saying.
Okay, and then we also got mention of Daron, which is her fourth son.
Mm-hmm.
And
fourth child.
Okay, fourth child. And he's the youngest though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they sent him back to Old Town to be a cupbearer for somebody, and so they usually do that to kind of keep the what is the reason that they do that? I hear that they like send one son over to the other
to be fostered somewhere.
Yeah, where they can have like different values. Like I think because sometimes when you're dealing with these royals, they become very entitled. You can produce monsters over here. So this one little boy over here, we might get do some.
How you think he gonna be? Because these two, they spoiled rotten.
Right.
He's the fan favorite of the Greens in the books.
Yeah, I think
him and Helena are the fan favorites for the Greens in the books.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's gonna have a good heart. He's not gonna be like those other kids were because they, I feel like they probably just in a better environment. That's what I think.
We shall see.
Right. And he's sitting up there crying his eyeballs out, crying, and she doesn't even comfort him. She doesn't comfort him. She doesn't say nothing. She just kind of like quietly walks out the room, like maybe he noticed I was here. Like,
yeah, I don't know what's wrong with her.
I was like, Allison, what is wrong with you, girl?
She seems so insensitive.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what her issue is. I feel like she loves her kids. She's not affectionate towards them. And I think also they have weird Targaryen traits, and I think she doesn't know what to do with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember when she was talking to, like, even when she was a kid, she said something to, I said a kid, but and when they were younger, and she tried to like come at Rhaenyra and everything. I don't know, you Targaryens do have your weird traits or whatever. I mean, your weird customs or something, she said. And it's crazy because it's like, you're throwing shade and stuff, but like you done grew up and married your children talking about Targaryens have weird customs. You couldn't see, and now look what happened. So I don't know. My point of bringing that up is that she basically was showing her hand by being shady towards their customs. And so now as these kids have come out, there's some weirdness and she don't know what to do with it. That's all I'm saying.
She don't know what to do with the son or the daughter.
No, especially the daughter. Especially that daughter. She don't know what to do, especially when she see her talking and saying stuff, doing them little prophecies. She be looking at her like, oh my gosh.
Right.
It's like she just wants to keep her distance. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even her reaction to the baby dying, and she's like, the baby is no longer suffering, but what they did to my girl, and I just don't understand. And I'm not saying that she's wrong, but it's just all weird to me. Her responses are very, very weird to me. Yeah. It's just weird. The same thing, the responses she tried to justify what Lucera, his death.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You are absolutely right. And before we get on to the debauchery, as we know, is the last scene.
Let's go ahead and just play this clip. Hold on. Remove. Okay. Where's that? Sorry, y'all. It said I can only share 10. Here it is. Try again.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Thank you, so iconic.
He's into that kinky stuff.
I can't with Alicent. I cannot.
Yeah.
She needs to stop. I was like,
she know damn well she wanted it.
That chick, she not even mourning though. Like that's the crazy thing too.
Not at all. Not at all. And the audacity. He's in her chambers, sitting on her bed,
Yes.
Waiting.
armor. I was like,
wow.
I don't gotta
But
hide
you was
no more.
pissed. You was pissed at Rhyneyera.
Exactly.
But you here. She's not even summoned you, my guy. You're waiting. I cannot.
He's using it as a strategy now at this point.
I don't think
He
so.
think about it. Look.
Oh yeah, I could see him doing that.
Yeah, he feel like he almost king.
He just got promoted, so yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he feeling himself for
He's
sure.
feeling like
He actually
almost
has
king.
more authority over her now.
Yep. He gonna be manipulating her to do anything.
Ooh, y'all.
She be a fool to let him.
Right.
Well, she is already a fool.
This is true.
She is already a fool.
Well,
They
at least
be messing around on the regular.
Look, at least she know how to put him in his place. She be slapping the hell out of him.
And he take it.
Right.
Remember, he's doing it, so he probably like that kind of mess.
Yeah, they both disgusting. She should have been slapping herself. I was like, girl, get the hell out of here with that. I was so disgusted with her. I can't.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
with her too.
I can't even understand them.
But yeah, this was good, y'all. This was a good episode. So y'all, I want y'all to rate it for me. If y'all have any, pressing things, something that I didn't talk about, because I think I didn't talk about I don't know what I didn't talk about, but I felt like I missed something. But if I did miss it, y'all, and you want to talk about it, let's talk down in the comments. Make sure you leave a comment. What was your favorite moment? I heard somebody's favorite scene was the Ray and Damon fight. That fight was good, well acted. Y'all, I really want to shout out the person. I don't know his name, but the person who plays Aegon, he's doing a great job. Like I like his acting. He's like really selling it, and I think everybody does a good job. An effective job or whatever, but he is really selling it for me. So I was just like, okay, go ahead and give him a shout out.
The one who plays Helena is really good too.
I agree.
Like she gave you that. It's almost like she pulled you into all the anxiety that she was feeling as well.
I think the whole cast is great.
Yeah. So it's your turn. Y'all tell me what y'all rating it. I'm gonna give this one a 9, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I really enjoyed it. I love, some people think that the best thing about Game of Thrones is the politicking and the backstabbery of it all. Like it's not always just the battles. Like people are saying that, I saw some people online on Twitter talking about it and was talking about it's slow, it's just a lot of talking, it's not enough fighting. I'm like, we got a bomb fight scene. We got a really good fight scene.
Everybody is rushing to see them dragons.
Exactly.
Because they don't,
I-
they can't be readers or anything like that if they just can't be.
Right.
Anybody that's always trying to get the action, this, that, the fights, they're not interested in the real story.
Right. Yeah.
I hate talking to people like
Iconic
that.
said, I don't ever think he's done this, but I give this episode a 10 out of 10. Okay.
That's what's up.
I was close. 9.
I was saying 9.5 just for the fact that the fight scene, and now we see different plots forming, as well as we're getting to know this king a little bit better. So
Yeah.
I wanted, because before, we already knew he had no idea what he's doing, but he still don't have no idea. But who is he? Is he really gonna follow Crispin like this?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And because it was a long episode, that's why I gave it a 9.5.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love how they really did it in real time, how they really showed like the reaction, how everybody handled it, like the castle was in chaos, and they really kind of like showed the reaction, because that's a lot of times I'd be like, why didn't show the reaction of this and them getting the news and all this other stuff. So I really like that they went in that direction and showed us, all of the moving parts. So
yeah.
What's stood out for you? What's your thing, Tamika? Or did you already say it?
I think I give it a 9. I have to watch it again. I was trying to watch it again before we got up here, but had a busy day, so I didn't get a chance to.
I understand. Ray?
Sarah Hess, the director of the episode, I love you to death, my dear. That was a good episode, and it went over an hour. Anything over an hour in Game of Thrones time instantly gets a 10 from me.
10. All right. Miss Kate, did you give your
9?
A 9? Okay. Von joined at 8. Okay, so it looks like we're on the higher end. We appreciated the episode and what it was given and all that stuff. Rest in peace to the Cargyle brothers, and rest in peace to baby Prince
Harris.
That just looks so, it was so heartbreaking to see that baby like, oh my God, like that. It was a
lot. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a closed thing, but of course they wanted to show you. This is what Rhayneyera did.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. I had some other segments, but we can't get into it because I don't want to keep y'all too long. 2 hours. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We had about 70 people in the chat, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all liking the videos. And make sure you come back every Monday for the live chat, y'all. You never know who you're gonna see on the panel, but it's always gonna be a good discussion and a good time. So y'all, until next time. Peace.
Bye.
Later.
I always gotta get this outro queued up.